Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's BTucker72 here, and for today's video, I want to be talking about something that I'm surprised Ultimate didn't really have that much when they introduced the concept back in 2018, and that, my friend, is the concept of giving out characters of Echo Fighters, or clone characters, or whatever you want to call them. So, if you guys do not know that much about Echo Fighters, for those who are new in Smash Brothers, or Ultimate, or something, or whatever, really, Echo Fighters were a thing that was named back in 2018, and the thing is, clone characters has been around for the longest time. Characters like Ken from Street Fighter, has the same moveset as Ryu, and Luigi back in Smash 64 has the same moveset as Mario, except with a different character palette, and that's really about it. And clone characters for Smash Brothers specifically has been going around for the longest time, until Ultimate gave them a name where they called them Echo Fighters. And Echo Fighters, to me, were an interesting concept. Not only did Sakurai stated that it's a really good way to increase the roster, but it also gives less development time to the developers so they can add more characters. It's like trying to give characters such as, for example, Peach and Daisy, who Daisy may have the same model as Peach and has the same moveset, but they tweaked it out a bit to make this character a bit more unique while keeping the whole Echo clone factor about it. And this thing about it is that, surprisingly, Ultimate didn't really give that much Echo Fighters to begin with. It was only at least 7, and that's about it. And the other 2 are only veterans that came from Smash 4. So all I want to say is from the fact that I really do think there are some characters that at least deserves their own Echo character. So that's why in this video, I'm going to be giving characters their very own clone characters. I'm not going to be giving all of them because, let's be honest, this video will be an hour or like 40 minutes long if I'm gonna do that. So I decided to at least give characters their own clone characters to, that has the most popularity and all. And so with that, let's just not waste time. Let's get straight into this entire discussion. The first character I want to talk about is a pretty simple one and an odd one and that is Olimar, who will be given Elf as his clone character. Now, a fun thing about Elf is that, yes, I do know that Elf is his own alternate costume as one of the 4 final ones for Olimar. The fun thing about Elf is that he's a strange pick to be in costume. Back in Smash 4, Elf was going to be his own clone character and was also going to be having the Rock Pikmin as part of the moveset instead of the usual Pikmin. And it was a way to promote Pikmin 3, which was the latest installment at the time. Now, the reason why Elf didn't make it as a clone character and has his own slot was because it was the fact that they didn't have enough time or development. So due to time constraints, they decided to give Olimar an alternate costume from Elf. Now, with Ultimate, when they announced Echo Fighters, it just seems strange that Elf was still a costume again and not his own characters, where I do think they still had the time to at least give out 10 different Echo Fighters, and really some of them could be a bit simple. But Elf just kind of feels like the opposite, and what I mean by that is that back in Smash 4 as well, Lucina, Dr. Mario, and Dark Pit were originally going to be costumes to their original counterparts, but Sakurai wanted to give them more of a unique attribute and different models and somewhat unique movesets, which is why they got their own character slots. And yes, semi-clones exist, I know, but Elf just seems really odd to be the odd one out and not have his own slot. So not only was this kid does Elf need an own slot, but he doesn't really need to be a costume anyway, and I just feel like he shouldn't deserve to be a alternate costume to begin with. Another character that is also simple is the Octolings for the Inklings. Octolings in Splatoon 1 didn't really have that much of a big role because they were just only there as like a generic enemies just to fill in for the whole enemy characters for the Inklings, and that's about it. But given how Splatoon is one of the most popular franchises, if not the most popular modern Nintendo IP, Splatoon 2 came out, and that's when the Octolings has gotten a better role for their in the game, with the Octo expansion pack where you can play as, I think, Agent 3. I can't remember the name of the Octolings names, but all I can say is that they could at least give the Inklings an Octoling character, because not only would it give out a cool Octoling form model, but it can also pretty much show different costumes and the different hairstyles for each of them, and that would have been such a cool thing to really see for the Octolings. And it's a shame that they became like a hat for a me costume at the final DLC wave, but hey, you can't have everything. But I just hope in the future they can give Octolings the treatment they deserve, and it's a really nice way to give more Splatoon representation as a whole. Now, the next character is a sort of debatable one. This character is somewhat debatable, and the other isn't, and that, my friend, is Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. These two characters are one of the most popular ones, and especially Donkey Kong as a series as a whole. They all are such classic characters, and with King K. Rool being in Smash Brothers, it was such a great thing to see. The real issue is that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong doesn't really have that much characters that is from the Kong Clan and Kong Clan. And characters such as Dixie Kong for Diddy Kong would be an easy Echo Fighter when you think about it. Dixie was supposed to be a character back in Smash Brawl, and it was gonna have the same moveset with Diddy Kong, kind of like their appearance back at Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, which coincidentally is Dixie Kong's original first appearance. The thing is, though, due to like very difficult development, they didn't give Dixie Kong their own, they didn't really give Dixie Kong the fighter treatment, and Diddy Kong was a standalone fighter. Ever since then, not until King K. Rool, Donkey Kong hasn't gotten a brand new character since then, and Dixie Kong and not being a fighter is a bit strange to me. And I've been hearing theories that they decided that they removed the whole tail jab, where Dixie doesn't have a tail, but she does have the ponytail where she can use her propeller, where she can use it as like a helicopter propeller. Now that I think about it, Donkey Kong has the same thing. And also, yeah, I want to say this, Dixie Kong is going to be an echo to Diddy Kong since they make sense. For Donkey Kong, though, it's Funky Kong. I mean, to me, Funky Kong is mostly just Donkey Kong, but with a, like, light brown fur, some shades, and the bandana to give that funky look of Funky Kong and all. So I really want to see more Donkey Kong representation, and who knows, we might get to see Cranky Kong as a standalone fighter, and would be a unique one as well. So Donkey Kong, even though King K. Rool is by far one of the best representation and newcomers out there, I do think they deserve to have a few more characters from the Kong Clan. And that's really about it. Okay, I think it's time to give Sonic the treatment. Like, we all know how Sonic representation in Smash Brothers has been very poorly represented when it comes to having only fighters, stages, and especially in the music, and also the moveset as well. So Sonic needs to have some more representation. The Echo Fighter treatment is something that I've seen that I remember talking about back in 2018. The one that I wanted most was Shadow the Hedgehog, but this is another character that is debatable. Some would prefer Shadow as it has his own unique fighter, with Shadow using guns from his original appearance, and especially using Chaos Control, Chaos Spear, and different things that, make Shadow way more unique than just being a Sonic clone. You can definitely say the same thing about Dark Samus and Daisy, but anyhow, Sonic having been the standalone fighter for the Sonic series just seems really odd for him having the fighter, and it's been over a decade since then. Anyways, the other character I thought of for Sonic would be Tails. Now, the thing is, unlike Shadow, Tails actually acts more like Sonic with moveset wise, and especially when it comes to, using his tails to fly. That's just kind of how that's really how Tails is in the original Sonic games. And now we get to the third character, in which I'm not sure this was an underrated pick, but I do think he deserves some love. Metal Sonic. I mean, Metal Sonic acts just like Sonic. He copies what Sonic does and basically has the most robotic, type mechanics that Metal Sonic has. So not only would we finally get a Sonic villain that, even though Dr. Eggman is wanted, we can at least get more Sonic representation and another character that fits the whole Echo Fighter term of Sonic. We just need more representation from the series. It's been over a decade, Sega. What are you doing? Now, in terms of Star Fox characters and representation, they are decently fine and all. The fighters, though, like I said, is really decent, but they could use some work when it comes to add-in characters. Crystal was gonna be a character back in Brawl, but didn't because they had to make a new moveset out of it. But with Wolf now being back in Ultimate, I thought of another character that also comes from Star Wolf, because if Fox can have Falco, then Wolf can definitely have Leon Pawlowski, which is basically I think it was a lizard character in Star Wolf. So it's not only this is a way to represent Star Fox more, but Wolf can finally have a buddy for himself. And who knows, Leon, I mean, I'm not sure if Leon can fight, but I think Leon can just have the same exact moveset as Wolf. After all, semi-clones do exist, really. Alright, now the next character is a somewhat hard one. Well, the thing is, when I was making this video, I had a hard time I had a debate with myself whether or not I want to give Wii Fit Trainer like her own character, or her own clone character. And you might be asking which character would fit Wii Fit Trainer? Ring Fit Trainer from Ring Fit Adventure. I mean, they both have the same exact name, except unlike Wii Fit, Ring Fit Adventure is an adventure type game with fitness thrown into it. So that's just all I can say about it. And even though Ring Fit Adventure is represented as spirits, and I forgot to mention in this video, yes, I am definitely aware that there are characters that are already represented in some way, shape, or form. This is like a hypothetical video of, you know, what if we get more Echo Fighters. I forgot to mention that in the video, so I'm very sorry about that. But overall, yeah, Wii Fit Trainer, I mean, Ring Fit Trainer would be a bit weird, since I do think Ring Fit, Trainer would at least represent her own series if she was a playable character. But like I said, I had a debate. You guys choose for yourself, really. Alright, I don't know much about Bayonetta as a whole, but the character for Echo Fighter that would be perfect for Bayonetta is, I think her name was Jean or Jean. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but given how how Bayonetta has an alternate color swap that represents Jean, I can at least expect Jean having the same exact character slot with having the Bayonetta colors. That's all I can really say about, you know, Bayonetta. I don't know much about Bayonetta series as a whole, but hey, we can have more Bayonetta representation now that Bayonetta 3 is coming out next year. Alright, I definitely forgot to mention this about Donkey Kong, but Bowser is another debatable as well. I mean, I did state that about Donkey Kong, but what I really truly mean is that the problem when it comes to Bowser having an Echo Fighter is whether or not it should be a costume or not. The thing I've seen about fans wanting Bowser having an Echo Fighter would be Dry Bowser, because the one thing really good about Dry Bowser is the fact that not only does everyone like this version way better, but it's also the fact that Dry Bowser can breathe blue fire. That's really about it. It's only an aesthetic change, and that's about it. But like I said, I feel like it should be working more as a costume. But then again, you can also say the same thing about Funky Kong and the other characters that I might mention and all. But Bowser, I mean, it's somewhat debatable if Dry Bowser can really be Echo Fighter or just a costume. Overall, Bowser is one of the best video game villains of all time, and I think it really would be cool and I would be, you know, pumped up for Dry Bowser, whether it's a character, a playable character, or a costume either way. And besides, I've seen ROM hacks and mods seeing Dry Bowser as a costume, so it would be a neat thing to see it in game, and like an actual in-game Smash game. Alright, this character in the series needs some representation. It's been like 20 years since F-Zero even came out. Like, the latest F-Zero installment was like, I don't know, 2002? I can't recall when the last F-Zero installment is. But Black Shadow would be a character that would be unique, because the thing is about Black Shadow is the fact that he would work somewhat of like Ganondorf, like before Ganondorf even got the sword from Ocarina of Time. Now, Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf has now gotten a somewhat repurposed moveset with him using the sword, but the thing is now is that I do think it would be a good repurposed moveset for Black Shadow, because not only is Captain Falcon a pretty fast character with all the punches and all, Black Shadow would be more slower, but his moveset and especially his attacks would be way more powerful than Captain Falcon. So it would just be like clone Ganondorf Ganondorf, but repurposed for that exact character. So yeah, not only do we get another F-Zero rep after 20 years, and especially after their latest installment, we can at least say that Ganondorf's old moveset is repurposed for something else. I can say the same thing about Ness. Now look, I never play Earthbound or Mutter, but the thing is though, that series hasn't gotten any sort of recognition outside of Japan. Mutter 3 has been trending so much, everyone wants Mutter 3 localized for the Switch and all, and you know what, just give Ness Nintendo, that's really all I can say about it. Earthbound needs some more love, and I really just want fans to get I just want Earthbound and Mutter fans to get the treatment they deserve, and I know many wants to see Mutter 3 localized. It's a really great way to give Mutter fans the treatment they deserve after not having, you know, less representation. Just like I said with Sonic, I can really say the same thing about some other characters. Now, Mega Man. Now, it seems just weird how Mega Man doesn't really, you know, have any character representation. Mega Man is fine. And the thing is, though, is that all of the different iterations of Mega Man is already represented in the Final Smash. Like Mega Man Base, Proto Man, Mega Man.exe, etc. And Zero, who is by far one of the most popular Mega Man characters, became an assist trophy. But what I really want to say about this is that Proto Man would be a neat one. I don't know much about the Mega Man series, but I feel like Proto Man is like the brother of Mega Man, so it would make sense. And we also have the board on his back. It's sort of like with Funky Kong having a surfboard and all. And that's really what I can say about Mega Man. Like, this is just like Sonic after all. And now, I really doubt that this is even gonna happen if they come back in the near future, but DLC characters having Echo Fighters would be a neat thing. Sora for Kingdom Hearts. I've seen many wanting Roxas. Now, the story of Kingdom Hearts is a mess at this point, but Roxas is a character that I know fans would like to see because Roxas is another popular character, and in terms of lore, Roxas is technically Sora. I'm not gonna explain it, really. Roxas, popular Kingdom Hearts character. I've seen some fans wanting this character be preferring Roxas more than Sora, but hey, we can at least see Roxas as a spirit, but seeing an Echo Fighter would be an interesting thing to talk about. Plus, you can actually play Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. And now the thing is about giving Joker a clone character is that you know, it's that most of the Phantom Thieves can actually has the same somewhat exact moveset, except with, you know, having their own different weapons and all. Joker having gun, and especially, you know, having Arsene. But some characters I can think of when I see Joker, and especially some other characters from the Phantom Thieves, would be either Makoto Nijima or Queen, or Kazumi or her Violet. Those are the two characters I only think of, and the reason why for Kazumi is because I've seen many wanting to see this as an Echo Fighter, but for Makoto, it's really because that this character has been, you know, part of crossover events that features Persona 5, and Joker and Queen are both the characters to represent it, instead of characters like Panther or Violet or any other character from the Phantom Thieves. Those two are like the most prominent ones I've seen in events. So it could either be both Kazumi or Makoto as a clone character for Joker. And now, finally, to end this off, Kazuya Mishima from the Tekken series. I think it's obvious that Jin is gonna be a clone character. I mean, the reason why is because, I mean, Jin has the Devil Gene. He's basically the son of Kazuya, so we can technically really want to see, Tekken and Jin all together, and especially having the form as well. And besides, Jin was like the most biggest requested character I've seen next to Heihachi when it comes to seeing Tekken characters and all. So seeing both Jin and Kazuya beaten up really feels like Tekken, but Jin fighting other characters would definitely be a dream come true. But who knows, we might get to see it in the future. But that's really about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think my choices for these characters at least deserves an Echo Fighter, or do you really think that we should, you know, stay with the amount we got? Like I said midway through the video, this is only hypothetical. I know there are characters that are represented in some way, but we can at least imagine some characters, you know, having their own clone character. characters, and it just felt missed potential to not at least have 10 different Echo Fighters when, you know, the concept itself was pretty unique in the first place. Characters that at least deserves to have their own clone characters, and that's really all I can say about it. But with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend.
Like a Hellcat.